This model kit review is of the BMW BT50, the Brabham racing car sponsored by Parmalat. This is an old kit. It's 1/20th scale, and it's by Tamiya. It's got a driver, it's got a detailed engine, it's got some nice box art, some pictures of the side, front, back, and so on. And let's have a look here. Some more pictures there. Let's have a look inside and see what we have. First of all, let's have a look at these sprues here. We've got our wheels here, and got some suspension parts here. Here's our instrument panel there, steering wheel. Got some radiators, suspension parts there. There's our axles. More suspension parts. Obviously all this stuff's visible on this race car. We've got our driver's seat there, and some brakes there. Looks like some engine parts. All very nicely molded. This is the typical Tamiya quality. Obviously this is a very old kit, but just to have a little bit of extrusion there of plastic. But very nicely molded. You can see here there's the BMW logo, or BMW letters on top of the engine there. Now these sprues here, so we've got our figure here, and it's a bit larger than normal. It's 1/20th scale, not 1/24th scale. Over here we've got our engine parts and transmission. There's the transaxle, got engine block there, got some exhaust parts, all very nicely molded with a great level of detail. And then here we've got our main body. And the clear parts are blue. I guess they weren't really looking through that. And then we've got the main body here, beautifully molded. The vents are actually molded open. There are gaps in there, like there should be, but some mold makers don't do that. And all beautifully molded. That is, even for an old kit, that's a very nice molding. Just to give you these pictures of other models available. Tamiya has always been very impressive in terms of what they offer you. And these are nice soft rubber tires for the rear, smaller ones for the front. We've got some wiring, the poly caps, so the wheels should turn. Now we've got our instructions here. So these are here are the details about this particular car. And this particular model is probably 40 years old. Okay, we're going to start off here with building the engine. As you can see, there are lots of details there. And that shows you what it looks like at the end. And now we start to put the gearbox together and mount the exhausts. That's all mounted onto the frame, and then mount to the engine. Here we've got the air ducts, and vents and radiators and so on. We've got our front wheels going on, the front wheel hubs going together there, and then the suspension for the front. Over here we've got the cockpits, and that's all put onto the chassis, and then finally mount the engine to the back. And we've got some exhaust parts going on, and the headers, there's the figure, and then the sides going onto the car. Then the remaining parts of the cockpits, our wing, the wheels, and then that's all mounted onto the chassis. So here we've got the decal guide. We'll have a look at those decals in a minute. And here are the colors needed, and some details about making sure that you're painting things correctly. Okay, let's have a look at the decals. So, like I said, this exact kit, there's not a rerun. This exact kit is 40 years old, and decals are a little discolored, but probably still usable, and they're beautifully printed. So that's going to be a great model to build.